The holistic engineering is twofold. First of all, it's finding the limitations for whatever performance that you're trying to get. And then when you find that limitation, removing it and making sure that all the parts of the vehicle work together nicely to attain that better driving experience, higher level of performance, or whatever it is. So here's an example. To go and put shocks through the bed to just make it look cool is not holistic engineering, unless they are through the bed for a purpose, which is it has 19 inches of rear wheel travel, and you're not going to do that any other way. So we're not going to go through the bed unless we do everything else that's required. Change the geometry of the suspension, make some very exotic coils that can even do that kind of travel and still function properly, and everything else that's involved, a beefier rear end and all that stuff. So that's one little example of holistic engineering. And you can have holistic engineering at an entry level. You can have it at any level as long as the system works well together. Overall, I'm super excited about the truck. I think the looks of it knocked it out of the park with Fiberworks fiberglass. When I first saw the rendering, I'm like, that's pretty edgy, but man, when it's on there, it looks great. The front suspension is a long travel suspension. It's 3.5 inches wider per side, longer axles because it still retains the full four-wheel drive. Then we have a coilover and a secondary bypass shock. And on this build, both of those shocks are featuring the CDEV electronic compression, as is the rear shock. So we've got many modes of making the suspension more dynamic. We've got position-sensitive shocks all around and electronically controlled shocks all the way around, which are not position-sensitive, but G-force sensitive by the brain that's on board that is constantly monitoring G-forces and body roll and things like that to make it more dynamic and give you a user input that you can control in the cab while you're driving, or it will automatically adjust for you. So a really fun Baja style pre-runner. It's a full circle build all the way back to Nitto Tire. I was actually the first person to ever win an off-road race on Nitto tires in 2007, I think. KC lights, I ran a set of their prototype lights day and night for the 40th anniversary Baja 1000, 32 hours straight. So these people are dedicated people in the industry. Then we've got the Aaliyah leather and the Alpha Rex taillights and headlights, and so many more partners that have come together on this that it's been really great to see. We pulled out all the stops on this one.